Apple has just released the all-new Magic Keyboard Folio that's specifically designed for the 10th generation iPad. This brilliant accessory is available in a shade of white that I'm sure only Johnny Ive would approve of, and it's the first keyboard case to use a two-part design that Apple is selling. The design allows you to separate the keyboard from its back cover, and it includes an integrated kickstand that highlights the dual-purpose nature of the keyboard case. But with a significant price tag of $250, there are some serious expectations for this keyboard case. Does the $250 Magic Keyboard Folio provide a best-in-class experience that consumers can't find anywhere else from less expensive products? Well, we are going to find out in today's video, where I review the Magic Keyboard Folio from Apple to determine whether or not it can deliver on those high expectations. Let's get started. Hello friends, Mike Caputo here. Welcome back to the channel where I help people like you make the right decisions when it comes to their tech purchases. And today we are talking about Apple's Magic Keyboard Folio, which might be the ideal companion for those of you out there who own a 10th generation iPad. The price of admission, a mere $250. Just like the 11-inch and the 12.9-inch Magic Keyboard, you're gonna find a familiar typing experience, a best-in-class trackpad, all in an efficient, compact design. Now, the Magic Keyboard Folio goes one step further by taking everything that's great about its large counterparts and adds a couple of exclusive features that are unique to its size and form factor, making it almost perfect for anyone who wants to take their iPad to the next level. Almost. Let's start by looking at the form factor. So the first thing to notice is that the Apple logo itself is going to be debossed, right? So you can feel it here, and here's like all the trademark or the FTC information. This is a two-part keyboard that uses the Smart Dock connector on the bottom of the iPad. The back cover provides optimal protection for your iPad's camera bump and the rear of the device, but unfortunately, the sides are still exposed to potential bumps and bruises. Now, the magnets on the back of your iPad and on the back of the case are going to guarantee a secure connection, one that I think you're going to be able to trust. The back cover of the Magic Keyboard is equipped with an integrated kickstand, allowing you to set up your iPad in multiple viewing angles that reach a maximum of 135 degrees. I find this angle ideal for streaming movies and television shows or for video chatting with loved ones during the holiday season. The hinge itself feels strong and secure when opening or closing the kickstand, so there should not be a need to worry about it becoming loose in the future because it feels very solid. Connecting your 10th generation iPad to the keyboard results in a sharpness because it uses a very strong magnet in the Smart Dock connector that's on the side of your iPad to transmit both data and power over the three little magnetic connectors. There's no cumbersome Bluetooth pairing necessary, nor is there a need for it to be charged independently of your iPad. The Magic Keyboard Folio does not have a battery, and it runs directly off the power from your tablet. Just connect and go. But as you might have guessed it, there's nowhere to store your Apple Pencil when it's in transit or just when it's stationary not being used, but more on that later on. Now, the next obvious question is going to be, what about the typing performance? What does it feel like to type on? Now, the Magic Keyboard Folio is equipped with 78 keys, each having 1 millimeter of key travel. This grants users a typing experience that mimics the MacBook Pro, as well as any other Magic Keyboard variants that Apple sells. Not to mention the soft touch and low clacking sound while typing makes using the keyboard enjoyable for most typists. Two downsides worth mentioning is that one, the keyboard itself is not spill-proof, nor are the keys backlit for any of those night owls out there. Included in the 78 keys is a full row of 14 function keys located at the top of the keyboard, making it a little bit more useful for the people that are using it. There's actually even a dedicated escape key, which may be Apple's acquiescence to how people are going to be using these iPads. This is going to enable access to common iPadOS shortcut functions, including brightness, app switcher, finder, Siri, as well as volume and media controls. Now, I'm using the US QWERTY version, but the Apple Store does sell several different layouts, which I'm sure are going to fit your needs depending on what your region is. Now, whether this is your first iPad or you consider yourself a professional, consider subscribing to the channel where I help other people just like you get the most out of their technology. Unlike the larger 11-inch and 12.9-inch Magic Keyboard, the Magic Keyboard Folio itself features a trackpad that's both wider and taller. The increase in surface area can be attributed to the fact that the Keyboard Folio uses a two-part design, which we talked about earlier, where the kickstand determines the viewing angle opposed to the cantilever hinge on the 11 and 12.9-inch Magic Keyboard. You can tap or press anywhere on the trackpad surface, making it an ideal companion for the iPad's touch-first interface. Putting it all together, the Magic Keyboard Folio offers a good typing experience, but if you're a lap typer or you're someone who uses your iPad on the couch, you might have a little bit of trouble finding the ideal position to put your iPad in because of the way that the kickstand is going to fall on your knees. So that's something that you definitely want to consider when purchasing the Magic Keyboard Folio. Now, there are links in the description for everything I'm talking about today, so in case you want to pick that up, that does support the channel, which I would appreciate. As for the weight, the back cover weighs 298 grams while the keyboard weighs 292 grams, making the total weight with the iPad 1,068 grams or 2.35 pounds. But I've highlighted throughout the video, the versatility of the iPad comes from the fact that you can detach the keyboard from the keyboard case, allowing for maximum portability with this device. Now, other drawbacks include that there's nowhere to store the Apple Pencil when it's not in use, nor are you able to take the kickstand, and it doesn't go back far enough in case you want to elevate your iPad while you're drawing. For the first problem, I have an Apple Pencil sleeve from ESR that sticks to your iPad case using non-damaging reusable adhesive. For the second problem, you probably want something that's similar to the Compass Pro from 12 South. Now, it is decision time and we need to figure out whether the Magic Keyboard Folio is worth the $249 and if it meets all of our expectations that we had from using the previous Magic Keyboards from the other devices, and if those expectations are met. First and foremost, it does use the Smart Dock connector, which does give you instant on, instant pairing. There's no worry about Bluetooth, there's no worry about charging it. It does use the battery from the iPad, which is really the best experience that you want in a keyboard case. Second, from a usability perspective, it does offer a good typing experience with the 78 keys. There are 14 function keys. It does have a large trackpad, but there are a few downsides, namely what I talked about. One is first, that the sides of your iPad are open and exposed to potential bumps and bruises. Two, that there's nowhere to store your Apple Pencil while it is either stationary or while it's in transit. Three, that the keys themselves are not backlit. I know this is a big one for a lot of people. Four, that the keys themselves are not spill-proof. And five, that the back kickstand will not go far enough back if you wanted to use it maybe on your desk laying flat and maybe doing some drawing. Now for $250, even though the Magic Keyboard offers a great typing experience, a great trackpad experience, it is a first-class citizen in the keyboard world of iPads. I don't think it's really worth it, and I would suggest buying the Logitech Combo Touch for the 10th generation iPad. It offers all of the same experiences, plus it does protect the whole of your iPad. It's fully encased inside of the case. Two, it offers a large trackpad that has the same functionality. It also offers the 1mm key travel, the 14 function keys, and it really addresses every kind of deficiency that the Magic Keyboard Folio has, and it's $100 cheaper. It's $150 or $159. Again, I have links down in the description below. Guys, thank you very much for watching my video on the Magic Keyboard Folio. Let me know down in the comments below if you plan to buy the Magic Keyboard Folio or if you're gonna save yourself $100 and buy the Logitech Combo Touch, which is the smart thing that I would do. I would actually recommend that most people do that, unless you really want that white color, because the only color that it comes in. But let me know down in the comments below. I hope you are subscribed because I have more content to make you productive on your iPad, and I'll put a few playlists right here that will help you along the way. My name is Mike. I'll talk to you in the next one.